Good morning and welcome to the Daily Halacha. The Daily Halacha is sponsored by the Morgan family in memory of Bella's mother, Dr. Ellen Chancellor, of blessed memory, Alana Bat Yisrael. We have been learning the laws of Basar B'chalav. We're learning the laws of meat and dairy. And yesterday we started talking about the idea of tam, of taste that is absorbed into kalim, into utensils, and that also creates a mixture of Basar B'chalav. So if one were to cook something dairy in a pot that previously had been used to cook meat, then that mixture is a mixture of meat and dairy. It would be prohibited to eat. It would even be prohibited to cook in that pot to begin with. Now, that applies when the taste is quote unquote fresh, meaning the pot had been used and absorbed either the meat or the dairy, as the case may be, within the last 24 hours. So, reading from Rav Pfeffer's Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, Masha bi'arnu she'ein sarich chalav ba'en le'asor habasar, v'she'ein sarich basar ba'en le'asor chalav. The idea that we said that one does not need actual meat or actual dairy to create a prohibition. V'hatam levado gam kein asur, and the taste itself alone, the absorbed taste, is also prohibited. When it is absorbed into a kli. Kol zerak im hatam tari, tahainu shalo avru alav chaf dalad shao. That's when the absorbed taste is fresh, as I said, meaning 24 hours have not passed since the pot absorbed the taste. Aval tam she'avru alav esrim varba shaot harehu mitkalkel. Taste, absorbed taste into a pot that's older than 24 hours is considered ruined. When that taste, which is now older than 24 hours and absorbed into the pot, now is mixed in with the, let's say, dairy that's cooked in the meat pot, it ruins. It's considered a ruined taste. And the Chazal, the rabbis, teach us that any ruined or spoiled taste does not create a prohibition. Does not create a prohibition. So therefore, what we explained, that if one cooks in a meat in a dairy pot, and the dairy pot is clean, the meat that's cooked there is prohibited because it was cooked in a dairy pot. Only if, however, the pot had been used to cook the dairy in the previous 24 hours. Then it's free. However, if it was not cooked in the last 24 hours, it is fresh. If it was not used in the previous 24 hours, if 24 hours passed since the cooking of the dairy, the taste that is absorbed into the dairy pot is not considered fresh, it's considered ruined, again, assuming the pot is clean, and will not make the meat asur as a mixture of meat and dairy. Basar mutar legamri ba'achila belishum chashash. This is something that's not so well known, that if a mistake is made and the pot has not been used in the past 24 hours, the meat in that case is totally permitted. We're not allowed to cook in it to begin with. We're not allowed to cook in a dairy pot that hasn't been used in 24 hours to begin with, but if one does accidentally, then the meat is kosher. V'chein lehefech, the same is true opposite, meaning if it's a meat pot and one used dairy, if the meat pot had not been used in the previous 24 hours, what's cooked in it is permitted. We have not yet discussed the status of the pot, whether the pot needs to be koshered. We will get to that next time. Have a wonderful day.